Welcome in, everybody. Before we go over this update, I want to go over a quick overview of what you can expect in this morning's update before the futures market opens on this Sunday evening. First, I want to go over how Ripple is trying to expand its CBDCs by using DeFi. That's something interesting that I've come across in an article, so I'm going to read that to everybody. We're also going to take a look at the XRP chart as we're still over 46 cents, but we're kind of consolidating here, so we're going to continue to push up a little bit higher. Or is this about the end of the rally? And also Bitcoin, we're going to see what that bearish cross means in the daily time frame and how we can afford a further drop down. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, as it really does help push me through the analytics. Make sure you hit that motherfucking like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics and we'll get new people in here. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, as we're going with positivity over negativity so that we can get a positive flow in this community. We're going to have to be on the same page here in the next several months into the next year and a half to 2 years into 2025, because the manipulation is getting a lot stronger. And if we don't stay on the same page, it's going to be very, very hard to stay ahead. So make sure you hit that like button. When we get into the update, we're not only going to look at this news with Ripple trying to expand their CBDC reach by integrating reaching into the DeFi, but also we're going to take a look at the grand markets before the futures opens. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 10:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, May 21st, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So before we get into the charts, I'd like to read this quick article. I'm not going to read it verbatimly, but I'm going to read what I find important. So Ripple wants to integrate CBDCs with DeFi. Ripple's James Wallace reveals Hong Kong-backed CBDC initiative, integrating tokenized real estate and Web3 lending. So Ripple, the issuer of the sixth largest cryptocurrency, XRP, said it's seeking to integrate central bank digital currency with DeFi primitives. James Wallace, the vice president of central bank engagement and CBDCs at Ripple, said in an interview with Permits that his firm is working on a project backed by the Hong Kong Monetary Authority to exploit CBDC-powered lending protocols supporting tokenized real estate as collateral. You see these different elements of Web3 coming together. Wallace said you've got the ability to tokenize your property and then to actually take out loans against that using a DeFi lending protocol. Central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, refer to digital monies issued by a central bank via a distributed ledger. Decentralized proponents criticize CBDCs for benefiting the government with significant efficiency savings and vast financial surveillance capabilities without providing any of the benefits associated with distributed ledger technology, DLT, to citizens. CBDC issuers retain total control over currencies issued, including the minting, distribution, redemption, and destruction of tokens. But Wallace paints a different story for the future of CBDCs, arguing that central bank money will become integrated with use cases popular in DeFi and Web3. The Internet of Value is going to have central bank money as part of it, and we want to be a facilitator for that, he said. Wallace said Ripple received hundreds of applications, including some exploring lending protocols and how you can leverage some of the DeFi aspects of crypto for the company's CBDC Innovate Hackathon, kicking off on May 15th. So this is what I'm going to read about Ripple, and then I'm done. We're not reading this whole thing. Wallace remarks coincided with the public launch of Ripple's CBDC platform. Ripple described the platform as a full-stack solution enabling central banks, governments, and financial institutions to launch a digital currency. The platform leverages the same blockchain technology underpinning the XRP ledger to manage accounts and settle transactions. Wallace said the platform focused on enabling three core use cases for CBDC: settling cross-border transactions, facilitating domestic payments, and interbank settlements, sometimes referenced to as wholesale CBDC. Ripple is already working with several governments on CBDC initiatives. The Republic of Palau, a Micronesian archipelago, home to a population of less than 20,000, has already signed up to use the platform. Surangel Whips Jr., president of Palau, said the CBDC will provide his country's citizens with greater financial assets. Ripple is also working with Montenegro on issuing national currency issued by its central bank that is pegged to the euro. Montenegro is currently applying for EU status and has officially used the euro as its de facto currency since 2002. Wallace said most governments turn to the CBDC for improved efficiency, particularly in the context of cross-border settlement. Without exception, every project that we're involved in has cross-border payments as one of the top topics that they want to improve, whether that's for remittance, trade flow, or different reasons, he said. Wallace estimated more than 90% of countries worldwide are engaged in initiatives, researching, or developing CBDCs. Make sure you look at that update yesterday. And when it comes to XRP, and even though for XRP holders, they announced that the new CBDC platform has no direct use for XRP, that doesn't mean it's not using XRP. That's just so banks can get around using XRP, because not everybody's going to use XRP for liquidity. But this is a good thing. Understand what you hold. This is actually a good thing, because when all these CBDCs fail, the central bank digital currencies, XRP is not going to be in a legal loophole by being tied to the banks. Since the banks don't want to use XRP directly, most of them, this is actually a good legal loophole that we won't have to worry about down the road. Bitcoin at 26,918, down 197 or 0.73%. It's going to be a very quick XRP and Bitcoin technical analysis. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the almost 16,300 subscribers. As yesterday we lost 3 subscribers, which, hey, you know what? When you're real, you lose a lot. So I appreciate everybody who's sticking around. If you want to join Tom's Army, show some support. Or if you're looking for a crypto exchange so you can trade XRP or your favorite crypto with no spot fees on the buy and sell, and you can futures trade up to 250x longing or shorting the market, that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. As you can see right here, Bitcoin is having a bearish cross, 20 cross to 50 in the daily. First things first, we need to break back over 27,800 and not get rejected first by 27,525. Otherwise, this pattern's already showing itself, and we're eventually going to work our way down to our technical target out of the broken channel. That was over a 9% drop to 25,198. Well, 25,194. Now, there is a way to invalidate this bearish cross. You get back over 27,750 and ultimately break back over 28,920 approximately. Get on top of this channel and start pushing 30K. That's one way to try to invalidate this. But if it continues down and trends as it is, unfortunately, we're going to be coming down to 25,194 in the next week to 2 weeks. But we're going to have to try to invalidate that if we don't want to go down that route. XRP at 4662, down 0.58%. Some people have taken profits this weekend, but as I talked about at the start of the weekend, we have this V-shaped recovery. Looks like a cup and handle is successful as of right now, unless we break down any further and lose that 4602. This, as of right now, we've had a successful cup and handle, but we're starting to have a bearish cross on the 30-minute time frame, so we could be reversing back down. So it's in our best interest, if you want this to continue up, you want XRP to hold 0.4602 and continue moving up. If not, we're going to lose the 46 cent. We're going to trend towards that 44 cent. Ultimately, if we lose the 432, we'll retest that descending triangle breakout point at 413, which nobody wants that to happen if you want this to continue going up. If you tune in later on this afternoon, I will update XLM and DGB, but I don't want to put it into this update. Stay blessed, everybody, and I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watching my update.